After everything that tried to close me down, after every wave that tried to make me drown, after all the nights I wasn't sure I'd see the morning, I'm still here and I'm still me. Still here, still feeling every single thing. Still here, still feeling all the hurt that feeling brings. I could have gone numb, but I chose the deep. Still here, still feeling mine to keep. 150 songs of being real, 150 ways to choose to feel. Each one a vote for depth over the shallow, for dark over the comfortable and hollow. Still here, after all of it, still feeling every beautiful bit. I used to think survival meant becoming hard, building careful distance around the heart. But somewhere through the wreckage and the years, I learned softness survives fear. The world kept offering easier ways, distraction, noise, emotional haze, ways to avoid the weight of being alive. But I wanted more than just survive. Still here, still feeling, even when it breaks me down. Still here, still feeling, even when I nearly drown. Because numbness never felt like peace, just the absence of release. I remember every version of myself, the lonely one asking for help, the angry one, the terrified, the one who almost disappeared inside it. And somehow all of them still live inside the person writing this. Not erased, not left behind, just folded gently into time. 150 nights turned into songs, 150 places I belonged, between heartbreak, healing, fear, and flame. Every lyric carrying my name. Some were written from apartment floors, some from driving midnight roads, some from crying into blue lit screens, trying to understand what healing means. Still here, still feeling through every changing shape. Still here, still feeling even after heartbreak. And maybe that's the bravest thing I've done, to remain open after everyone. I could have shut the windows long ago. Stopped letting all the weather show. Stopped caring, stopped reaching, stopped trying. Turned my heart to stone instead of crying. But every song became resistance, then proof I could still feel again. Proof that grief hadn't won complete. Proof my soul still had heartbeat. Because pain and beauty share a thread. Both remind us we are not dead. Both demand vulnerability. Both ask us to stay honestly. Still here, not perfect but alive. Still feeling, and somehow that survived. I think healing isn't becoming clean, or never hurting in between. It's learning how to carry all you've been without collapsing under it again. It's waking up and making coffee still, after heartbreak, after pills, after silence, after loss, after learning what love costs. It's hearing old songs without falling apart, feeling memories move through the heart like weather instead of knives, like proof you once lived fully alive. 150 songs became a map of every crack and every relapse, every moment I almost disappeared, and every reason I stayed here. Somebody somewhere might hear these words late at night, when their own world hurts, and realize survival feeling everything. Maybe it means exactly this: staying soft after the abyss, choosing honest instead of disguise, letting tears exist beside sunrise. Still here, still feeling through every ending scene. Still here, still feeling more human than I've ever been. And though the world can wound us deep, feeling is still mine to keep. I don't regret the depths anymore, not the heartbreak, not the war, not the sleepless aching years, not the floods of hidden tears. Because numbness never wrote a song, never carried someone along, never reached into the dark and reminded another heart that they're still here too. Still breathing through every impossible night, survived every reason they stayed alive. Still here after all the loss, still feeling, even knowing what it costs. And maybe that's the quiet victory, not becoming untouched by history, but carrying every scar with grace, and still looking life straight in the face. After everything that tried to close me down, I still dance when the music's loud. Still love, still ache, still dream, still break, still choose connection every day. Still here, still feeling till the final light. Still here, still feeling through every lonely night. And if my heart must hurt to prove it's real, then let it hurt. I'll still feel. So close, yet far. There's a silence in between, like a space we've never seen. Reaching out but nothing's there, just the echo in the air. Every step we try to take feels like something starts to break. Standing still on separate sides, watching time just pass us by. We were almost in the same light, now we're fading out of sight. So close, but worlds apart, different lines across our hearts. I can feel you from afar, still we're drifting where we are. Where we are. Locked inside a moment gone, trying to hold what we want. Every door just slowly closes, like a dream nobody notices. We were almost in the same light, now we're fading out of sight. So close, but worlds apart, different lines across our hearts. I can feel you from afar, still drifting where we are. Too far. We sit in separate corners of the room. The smoke between us filling up the gloom. Your eyes don't move but I can feel them there. 1,000 words suspended in the air. I pour another glass and look away. There's something that we both forgot to say. The silence louder than a scream tonight. We're close enough but something's not right. Every second stretching in between, like a fading, half-forgotten dream. I trace your shadow in the haze. We're lost inside this quiet phase. The space between us speaks louder than we ever could. I feel you without touching, like I always knew I would. Between us, all this silence and smoke. Between us, we're already broken and whole. Between us, there's a line we never cross. Between us, we don't know what we lost. The record plays the same song twice tonight. We're perfectly still, but nothing feels right. I wanna close this distance with my hands, but some things you just leave where they stand. So I breathe you in through all the smoke and hold the words I never spoke. Your presence lingers in the air like something fragile we don't dare. Every heartbeat out of sync, standing on the edge, we never link. We drift like echoes in a room, fading slowly into gloom. The space between us speaks louder than we ever could. I feel you without touching, like I always knew I would. Between us, all this silence and smoke. Between us, we're already broken and whole. Don't say a word, don't break the spell. This silence is the story that we'll never tell. Stay, just stay, right here in the gray, where nothing fades away. Space between us speaks. Between us, I used to shrink myself to fit your frame. Apologize for taking up my space, but I outgrew the version built for shame. Now I take up every single inch with grace. I spent too many nights afraid to shine, turning down my heart to fill your mind. But something in me finally broke free, and now I love the woman I've become to be. No more whispering my dreams away, no more dimming just to make you stay. I found my voice beneath the pain, and now I'll never lose it again. Cold side of the bed. Your pillow holds the shape of who you were. I press my face into it like a blur. The cold side of the bed becomes my whole, a perfect mold of everything I've lost. The silence settles in the dark, like smoke still hanging in my heart. Every shadow in this room still whispers traces of you. I lie awake beside the space, still memorizing your shape. And every night feels just the same, a different silence with your name. Cold side of the bed, where you used to be. Cold side of the bed, now it's only me. I learned to sleep on edges, leave your half untouched. Cold side of the bed, I miss you so much. Cold side, still reaching for you. 3 a.m. I reach across the space. The sheets are smooth where once was your warm face. I've left your lamp on every single night, a lighthouse for a ship already gone from sight. Every creak inside the hall still makes me think you'll call, and every dream pulls me back through tonight's wrapped up in you. The morning light feels far too bright for someone disappearing from my life, so I keep hiding in the dark with the echo in my heart. Cold side of the bed, where you used to be. Cold side of the bed, now it's only me. I learned to sleep on edges, leave your half untouched. Cold side of the bed, I miss you so much. Maybe I should move, sleep in the middle now, but letting go of halves is something I don't know how. So I stay right here, holding on instead, talking to the silence on your side of the bed. Cold side of the bed, I miss you so much. Cold side of the bed, still yours. The last light in the window's going out. I've watched it every night without a doubt that you'd come back and turn it on again, but the window's dark and so is all my then. Last light fading from the frame, last light. Nothing stays the same. I'll sit here in the darkness till my eyes adjust. Last light in darkness I trust. There's beauty in the moment darkness falls, when shadows make their soft and honest calls. The last light is near, and rest is what I've needed all this year. Let it go dark, there will be a new light. Every last light promises a new night. The street outside grows quiet one by one, like little landings underneath the sun. Windows blinking out across the town, until the whole world settles slowly down. And in the hush I finally hear my breath. Not every silence has to mean a death. Sometimes it only means the day is through, and something else begins anew. Last light, soft against the rain. Last light, teaching me to change. Maybe losing brightness doesn't mean we're lost. Last light, every glow has cause. I used to fear the dark for what it hid. All the thoughts I buried as a kid. But darkness has a gentler side as well. A place where tired hearts can safely dwell. No expectations hanging in the air, no pressure to pretend that we don't care. Just moonlight washing softly through the room, like silver over gloom. The shadows stretch like memories on the wall. Old conversations I still half recall. Your laughter flickers faintly in my head, like embers glowing long after they've fled. But even ghosts grow softer over time. Their outlines blur, their edges realign, and what once felt unbearable to lose becomes a different kind of truth. Last light, leaving one more trace. Last light, still warm upon my face. I don't need to chase it, I don't need to fight. Last light, disappearing right somewhere far away. Another window glows, another lonely soul. The darkness knows someone else still waiting by the glass, wondering how long heartbreak lasts. And somehow that thought comforts me tonight. We're all just learning how to lose the light, how to sit with emptiness and stay till morning finds a way. Let it go dark, the stars appear that way. Every fading sunset makes room for another day, and every ending carries a hidden kind of grace. Last light, slowly leaving space. The last light in the windows fully gone, but strangely I still carry on. No sudden healing, no dramatic sign, just quieter breathing over time. Maybe that's enough for now to trust, to let the dark do what it must, until somewhere beyond the endless night I find another light. Last light, softly dimming low, teaching me it's okay to let go. built the wall so high, the sound came back. My own voice always on the same old track, confirming everything I thought I knew, until the echo sounded just like you. Echo chamber, built to my own walls. Echo chamber, where my own voice calls. I need the friction of a different sound. Echo chamber, I need to come around. The bravest thing is letting in the noise of other people's contradicting voice to break the chamber, let the outside in. The echo dies and something real begins. Break the echo, let the real in your own voice only is the loneliest in. I spent years talking only to myself, mistaken repetition for help, curating every thought to feel secure, until certainty became the cure. But certainty can turn into a cage, a polished room, a guarded stage where nothing enters sharp enough to change, and every truth starts sounding strange. Echo chamber, comfortable and small. Echo chamber, safe behind the wall, but safety built from never being wrong. Turn slowly into something gone. You were the first to challenge what I'd built, to crack the glass and question guilt, to tell me maybe I was not the victim every time. Maybe I confused my wounds with being right, and God, I hated hearing that at first, because self-awareness always hurts. It asks the ego to step down, to let another truth come around. I wanted agreement more than growth, wanted certainty to hold me close, but real connection isn't built that way. Not if you want love to stay, because love requires listening to, not just hearing versions pleasing you, not just surrounding yourself with mirrors, reflecting back familiar fears. Echo chamber made me deaf to change. Echo chamber kept my world arranged, and every wall I built to feel secure only made me lonelier. I think the internet made it worse somehow. Algorithms learning every doubt, feeding me opinions shaped like mine, until I stopped questioning with time. Everyone confirming every pain, every suspicion, every blame, and slowly I forgot how to sit still with discomfort without bending truth to will. But growth begins with friction, honestly, with hearing things unwillingly, with sitting in the tension of not knowing, and letting contradiction keep unfolding. You taught me that before you left, though I resisted every step. You tried to show me how to hear without immediately turning fear into defense, into retreat, into another angry speech built only to protect the version of myself I